ride or die. Cold, these brothers my guys, know that they fly. Know that they fly, know that they ride or die.
As I've all been saying, welcome home.
What I'm trying to show you guys is that this dark story or this dark place that I'm going to take you through, you already know the vision at the end. You're already seeing where it's going. You know what I'm saying? So this is why I'm trying to show you that no matter what position you're in, just remember every time you're hearing me speak right now about the stories and the incidents that I'm about to tell you and take you through and show you, that always remember in the back of your head, always see this end goal. Always go back to my Instagram and see the life I'm living now. Because anyone that's in this or been through this position, I want you to see this end goal, and this is what it's for. So there's been court cases going on in the background with my parents, or my parent, shall I say, because my dad's long gone now. My man's shipped off somewhere. So there's a court case going on right now, and the social services, which are called Merton Social Services, yeah? They've won the case to ship me off to this school. So this school's all the way in Devon, you know, so this is far. So I remember being picked up, all my little suitcase, I ain't got many things anyway. So I've been shipped off to this school. This school's supposed to obviously be for, you know, kids with behavioural problems, suffered from like, fucking hell, just like, you know, mums or dads not being there or anything like that. So it's been difficult. So I'm on the back of this white bus. I mean, you know those old people carrier transit van things. I mean, I'm being driven on my own to this school. I don't know where I'm going, fucking 300-400 miles away, you feel me? So I get to this school, and this school is called Cheltenham Mill School. You can Google it, Cheltenham Mill School. You'll see, obviously you'll see what I'm about to tell you. You'll see all these facts and craziness that happens at this school. So I arrive at this school, I'm about 6-7 years old, arriving at this school, meeting all these mad new people, saying, you know, this would be your key worker, this would be your person, you know. I'm being walked up. I remember coming down, right, so you come into the school, and there's this big viaduct. So this big viaduct is like fucking huge, fam. This big viaduct, and then you got these big gates, and then you open the gate, they drive in, and you're going down. It's like a slope, yeah? So you're going down this slope, you're turning. I meet this head teacher, owner of the school, Katie Roberts, or whatever her name was. And welcome, Anthony, you know, welcome to the school. Well, you know, this will be your home pretty much for the next 6-7 years. You know, you probably won't see your mum, your dad, your sisters, anything like that. So I get shipped off to this lockup school, and I'm in this lockup school. So I'm fully in the system now. I'm in the social services system. I'm in this childcare system. I'm fully in the system. I'm a system kid. So there ain't no normal upbringing for me from this day forward. I'm done. You know, all that normal school stuff, it's done. It's over. So I get pushed there. I remember it, man. There's this little bridge that goes down, and it's got this big, massive building, yeah? So you go into this building, and you go up this flight of stairs, and then you got all these dormitories, yeah? That's what they call them then, dormitories. So you got these dormitories with all these bunk beds, yeah? So you got other kids there as well. So all in these bunk beds, and all these kids have got some form of issue, ADHD, behavioural, mum's a freaking crackhead, or dad's fucking this or what, do you know what I'm saying? So these people, we're all just these kids, we're like cattle. We're just bare kids in this school, chucked in all these dormitories and shit like that. So I start knowing people, and I'm thinking, you know, this school's not too bad, you know. First time I kicked a football was on some tennis court with all these kids. I'm thinking, yeah, you know, I got some mad skills. So I'm just there doing all these bits and pieces with all these new kids and that, and I'm thinking, yo, this is calm, this is all right. And then as time goes on, we figure, you know, this school ain't all what it's made up to be. So if you don't do as you're told, or you know kids, they have little naughty breaks. I got 2 kids, yeah, so, you know, my kids are naughty. It's like, yo, don't do that, you know, stop that, you know, you shouldn't be doing that. See, in this school, you do something naughty, there ain't no warning to you, you know, that you're, I feel like they were triggering you, you know, like triggering you to be, you're already emotional fucked. You're fucked in the head emotionally, physically, you're fucked. But imagine you're 7, 8-year-old now, yeah? Just picture this. Some random geezer, some random woman, anyone, these are grown ass adults. They're throwing you to the floor, yeah? And they're pinning your arms like that. And they're pinning your legs like a copper would to a full-on robber or an aggressor or something like that. They're full on chucking 7, 8-year-olds to the floor, fam. Knocking their heads, banging their head off the floor, fam. Holding them down, screaming in your face, calm down, calm down. But they're squeezing your arms, fam. You get me? They're squeezing them tight. And it's just like, they call it restraint. So they said it was a necessary restraining thing that they needed to do to obviously keep these kids under control in the little cage that we lived in. So it was mad. It was mad just thinking back to how crazy that is. If you think about it, it's crazy. Like, we are only kids, and kids are kids, you know. You know, we want to play, we want to misbehave a little bit, we want to do all these different things. But in the school, fam, you know, you get cheeky, or you had people just, I'm not gonna mention a name, but like, there's this one guy in there, and he was just act super aggressive to strike that fear into you, you know, dash like a bottle at you across the table and for the whole kids to see. And if that, you know, you get angry at that. But then if you get angry, they're twisting you up, putting you on the floor, kneeling on you, fucking holding you down, basically abusing you. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it was crazy. It was a mad time.
Anthony's 6 years old. Tell us what was going through your head when you were sort of taken away from your parents, well, your mum, taken away from London and ended up coming down these strange and sort of dingy roads. What were you thinking?
It was crazy, you know. It to be fair, like, my heart's going now, like, I can feel it in my stomach, you know, the thought of a young boy, myself, me coming down what we would say, like the movie The Wrong Turn. It was confusing. I just didn't understand. You know, when you're such a young boy, all you seem to envision is that you should be loved and cared for, you know, and that is not what was happening to me. So coming down here, I just felt like every day waking up to be alive and to be, you know, seeing, I don't know, man, it was crazy just being thankful for that. But as a kid, all you were looking for was security, you know, that someone look after me, you know, someone watch out for me. So it's mad. It's freaking getting closer to the school now. It's just making my heart pump. You know, it's mad. It's really mad. But yeah, let's see. And just growing up through this school, they have half terms. So obviously you have half terms. You go home, and you get to spend some time with your family. To start with, I didn't get half terms. I don't know, it was something that your parents or whoever they took you off had to earn to get their child. So I used to say holidays there, like basically 365 days a year. That was my home, my school, my everything. It was just everything. It was just there. You get me? And that was difficult, man, because like I was just like lost. I'm just like, am I ever gonna see my mum or even though my mum was abusive to me and hit me or beat me up or whatever, even from an age of 4 or 5 years old, you know, I'm thinking like, am I ever gonna go back to see like my parents? Am I gonna go back to see my sisters? What the fuck's gonna go on? So as time goes on, obviously we're I win a half term. So obviously I get a half term. So at half term, it's exciting. It's the first time you're gonna see your family again after so many years, you know. So I'm excited, I'm emotional, I'm crying like a little boy, like fuck it, man, I can't wait, I'm gonna go see my family again. It's mad. I've been locked up in this 300-400 mile school for time. I think, fuck it, I'm gonna get on this coach and I'm gassed. So I get on this coach one time, and you travel far. You travel to like a service station far, like you go far, it's like hours, fam. It's like 2.5 hours, 3 hours. For a kid, you're sat on the back of the bus, cool kid, weren't I? You know, I'm on the back of the bus doing my thing. And you get to the service station. All parents are supposed to turn up at this service station, innit? So I'm gassed, I'm fully like, yeah. Gonna see my sisters, gonna see my family, gonna see them all. You know, like, I'm super happy. So I'm doing this journey. We're all singing, big kids. Yeah, we're going home. We're gonna see our parents. How excited are we? You know, because we're suffering from abuse in this school. You know what I'm saying? So to get out of that a little bit and see a bit of freedom was good. You know. And then fuck, I just remembered it's so real. You know, it gets me sometimes. But I'm just sat there and I'm just watching all these kids get off, be greeted by their parents. So we're at the service station now. And all these kids are, you know, seeing their parents, having like, you know, their mums, dads pick them up, cousins, brothers, sisters, all being picked up and stuff. And it's about an hour or two goes by and this last kid gets off and he's like, yo, bye, Aunt, you know, see you after the half term. I'm like, yeah, cool, man. See you, Jordan. My best mate, Jordan Levine, he's sat there. And I'm just like, yeah. And I'm this last kid on the bus, you know. And I'm just like, yo, I'm looking through the windows, you know, and it's like, yo, where's my mum, man? Where's my sisters, you know? And it's like, yo, where are they? And then they don't come, you know, don't turn up. So I'm this last kid and the staff are all there, like, they're all whispering and talking and like, yo, where's she at, man? Like, well, she couldn't make this travel, she ain't seen me for years, man, come see me. And unfortunately, my deadbeat parents, fam, they didn't come. They didn't turn up. So you got all these kids fully gassed to go see their parents and that. And I'm just this lonely kid, fam, on the back of the coach. So that journey that I made up there, I have to make back now. You feel me? So I'm just sat there like a depressed kid, man. Emotional. I mean, I'm like 7, 8 years old. I'm just sat there like a tear drops down my eye. You know when you just sat there as the kid, the back of the coach, and you're just looking out the window and you're just looking all the motorway traffic going past you and you're just glazed like that. You're just like, fuck. And you're just like, then you're getting into Devon and you're seeing all the trees and the forest, you know, it's all coming back. Like, I'm going back to this fucked school, you know, and like, no one's helping me. No one's rescuing me. You know what I'm saying? There's no law authority, there's nothing. I'm going back to these people that have so much power. You know what I'm saying? So I get back to the school, and I get back to the dormitory, I put my bags back. And obviously you get to do certain things and different things when you're like fucking at this. Like I'm not gonna say it was all bad, you know, you get to go canoeing, you get to like swim in the rivers, go fishing, and you get to like catch the fish and put them on a barbecue and that, and get wild garlic and shit out of the fucking forest and that. It's mad. Pull it in the fish after you've like scraped it out and that. It's crazy. And you get to play football. Sometimes they take you down to the beach, you know, and have some fun and that. But in my whole back of my head, fam, I'm just like I'm done. Like, I thought my man would just like give up on me. Like, I'm done. I'm never gonna see them again. I'm never gonna have a family again. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm done out here. It's done. So this used to be one of the dining room areas where obviously we were as kids. It's crazy. This is one of like the little kitchens that they have. So we always used to sit here. It even smells the same. Many years ago. That's crazy. Yeah, so one of the dining rooms in here. And this is where I used to sit at the back of that back wall. There used to be a sofa right there. In one of the dining rooms. That's right. So let me take you through. So I've been restrained on the floor here, right here before. Along here. This used to be a tuck shop in here. It still is. So as you can see, these were the head things they used to put on kids so they didn't bang their heads, so they could restrain them a bit tougher. What's that? So obviously as time goes by, if you're naughty in this school, yeah, so the half term's over, all the kids are coming back, you know, they're all gassed telling me about their time with their parents and that, and obviously I'm just sitting there a bit puzzled, a bit confused as a child. So now I'm emotionally damaged. So what they call my emotional damage, which I think every human has, they label it as ADHD. So they're basically saying I got ADHD and like I need to take these tablets for this ADHD, or I need to do this. So they're giving me these fucking mad tablets for ADHD, but it's not really. I'm just scarred from fucking people fucking with my head, you get me? So we go back to school now. So we go to school. So after, obviously everyone goes back to school. So obviously I just travel. My school was like mad. I think my teacher at the time, main teacher, like Kate. So we used to go up these stairs, this top building. I used to do school and that. But if you were naughty, fam, like if you were naughty in this school, they would do some mad mental. It's like a army restraining camp. You know what I'm saying? So like, if I was naughty, they'd make you stay like in the same clothes, wouldn't let you get changed for school, and you would have to go to like this mad place and you get a sanction. It's like a sheet, you get sanction, you have like a sanction sheet. So this boy is naughty, so here's his sanction. And they lock you up in like a science room, kitchen, lock the doors, you have one member of staff in there, and you have to be right, I will not do this again, I will not do this again. Like you're writing a pencil, and you have to walk around the school to dinners, to all this. You get separated from everyone. So you're the show up. So everyone knows, oh, there's the show up, there's the naughty kid. So you were like penalized. If you didn't do this, like you got upset, like I don't want to write this. I don't want to write on 10 pieces of paper that I was a naughty boy or I was this and that. I don't want to do this. So if you get angry, fam, you just dash the paper across. You're like, I don't want to do this, man. Fuck you. You shouldn't be able to do this to me. Do you know what I'm saying? They'll just throw you to the floor, fam, and just put you down on the floor, and you're being restrained again. You know, you're being restrained. You're getting thrown about. You're being up against the wall. They're like, oh, calm down. Like they're full on police, innit? So yeah, that was a bit mad. So obviously a lot of that happened, and then, you know, one day I planned, I thought, you know what, I can't do this. I need to escape, like I need to run away. So I'd run away, but if you Google where Chelford Mill School is, you'll see, you have the school and then you just have a jungle. It's just a mad jungle for miles. So I'd run away up in the woods and I'd be like, oh, I didn't know what direction I was going. I was trying to get to the train station, hop on a train and try and get back home, to try and obviously get back to my family, to see, like, you know, tell them, you know, this shit's happening to me in school. But then if one of them caught you while you were up there, bro, the way they dealt with you on the way down was just a madness. So they'd be grabbing you, dragging you through all stinging nettles, through the bushes, all that, grabbing you all the way back down. And you'd go see the first aid guy and they'd be like, oh yeah, he was like kicking off and that. I'd be like, nah, this guy's fully abused me, like fully punched me up, fucking dragged me through the shit, and then took me back to the school. And then upon that, you're getting another sanction, so you get locked up in another room. You're trying to do all this, you can't see your friends, you're having separate dinners, breakfasts, all this, and you're on a sanction, so you don't get any benefits. So that's the sort of shit that was happening on the school. And if you don't believe me, man, I'm in talks with certain people about this school. So there was highs and of course there was lows. The school was good for some things, but mostly I think the way it was handled now, a lot of these members of staff that handled the way the kids did, they'd be going to jail, fam. Let me tell you that for a fact. So yeah, so we get to another half term where you get gassed again to go see your parents. So obviously I go back still, get on the coach, we do the whole coach thing, but this time when I get to the service station where everyone's I get picked up. So I'm like so gassed, I'm like, yo sis, yo mom, you know, I'm gassed. I'm seeing all my family again for years. I ain't seen them for years. So I'm like, yeah, I'm fully happy. I'm a happy guy now. So I'm like, I see my family, I'm hugging them, and we go back. So we're living in Mitcham, back in Mitcham now, back in the time. So we get back Mitcham. Anyone that knows Glebe Court, you come in, you go around to the bottom and you got the little lift, go up, and my house, 5th floor there. So I'm getting back to my house and, you know, I'm looking at the flat. It's like a little flat, little rundown flat. And yeah, so we're getting that there. I'm just obviously getting to know my family again and stuff like that. And then this is where, like, my mum has this boyfriend called Brendan, or whatever his name is, a bit of a mad one, Brendan. And I'm like, my sisters are looking nervous, you know what I'm saying? I don't think like they like this guy. And this guy seems a bit dodgy, you know, he just don't seem right. So I don't know what my mum was doing at the time. I was quite young, I was probably 8, 9 years old. And I got my bedroom there. because social services must have told her I need my own bedroom. So I got my own bedroom. As soon as you come through the front door, my bedroom was straight there. And then I had my mums and my sisters were sharing all in a room there. And then as you come in the flat, the kitchen was there. It's mad. I'm gonna try and go back there to obviously show you guys obviously what it was like. But yeah, so we get back there, and then my mum's gone out, and I'm thinking, yo, where's my mum gone? So I'm just chilling in my room, you know, playing my cars. I've always been a car head since young, so I'm playing with these little, you know, those little cars with the little sticks, little like plastic sticks. I'm playing with my cars and that, just chilling. And then this guy comes in, like, just opens my door, and he's like, you little shit, and like, just starts looking at me in some mad evil way. And then, yeah, fuck, my guy comes in and just beats me. My guy's beating me, like, he's a fully grown man, and he just beats me. And he's kicking me, punching me up, you know, just like beating me. And I'm an emotional kid right now, so like, I was trying to defend myself I mean, we're talking 8, 9 years old, you ain't really defending yourself, do you know what I mean? Most grown man's just licking me up where he wants me, do you know what I'm saying? And then he would leave the room, and I'd be crying my eyes out, you know, it hurt, pain, you know, I still got scars on my back from the shit that these people did to me, so like, you know, so they're like beating me up, and I get emotional then. Where they call it ADHD, I said I just got emotional. I get emotionally angry. So when I'm hurt and I'm in a corner, I'm getting emotional. So I'm angry now. So I'm smashing up my room. I'm like, why is this happening to me? Like, why are you doing this to me? Do you know what I mean? So my brother would knock on the door, yeah, open the door, and he'd go, yo, Anthony, why are you doing this? You know, calm down, stop doing this, stop doing this. And I just attack him, you know, I'm full of emotion. I'm like, fuck you, you've just beat me, you've cut me, you've punched me, you give me this black eye, you've cut my back, blah, 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 blah. So I'm just punching this guy out. And he's like, stop, calm down, you're being very angry, like just patronizing me. And then he would leave the room. And then I noticed he had a tape recorder. So my man's got a tape recorder, so he's fucking tape recorded me going nuts, yeah? So I'm like, I'm calmed down now, and it's crazy. And then my mum gets back in, and I can just hear this tape recorder being played, you know, like, oh, look, your son's crazy, fucking, look what he's done to me. So he's played this to my mum, and then my mum's come in the room with the belt or something, and she's just gave, boom, she's just licked me up even more. Do you know what I'm saying? So he's come in, beat me up, come back in with a tape recorder, recorded it, and then he's fucking gone out, played it back to my mum, and then my mum's come in and give me beats. So she's beat me up as well. And then like, I'm just like, fuck this. You know, this shit's mad. So I used to sometimes escape to the 4th floor, a girl called Jane down there. And she was, I don't even know what's going on with that woman, but I used to escape down there and just tell her, you know, what's going on, this and that. And bearing in mind, this is a madness, because think of the thing that I'm escaping from the school, I'm going back home too. Do you know what I'm saying? So my mum's just letting any brother come in here and beat all her kids. Fuck knows what he was doing to my sisters, you know, when I'm not there. You know, I was centre of attention because I'm the naughty kid. I'm the kid that goes to this lock-up school, you get me? So yeah, he's like beating me. My mum's high off drugs on the sofas and stuff like that. And then like, obviously we're just confused kids, man. We're just like, we don't know what the fuck's going on with everything that's going on in this life. And then like, we're smoking like butts off the floor, you know, like cigarette butts. Me and my sister like just trying to do anything to keep us busy, because we didn't really have much then, so we're smoking cigarette butts and stuff like that. And then one time our mum's caught us in it, so she's caught us smoking these cigarette butts or whatever, but she's caught all the cigarette butts under my sister's fucking pillow. So she's gone and abused my sister all night, made her sit in a corner, they've beated her, they've done all these mad things, and I think even my sister got taken off to foster care in the end, while I'm back and two from this school. So the way they would like punish us and stuff is like, you remember the big yellow pages, like big yellow pages, so you have to stand in the corner with the yellow pages above your head with one leg up, and obviously if you touch the leg on the ground or you fucking did anything, it was the belt, innit, straight across your back until fucking you learnt your lesson, as they would say it. But in this day and age, if you caught someone fucking at home in 2021 fucking holding yellow pages above their head, fucking one leg up, and you're licking them, bruh, you're going jail. You're going to jail for life. You're all over the Instagram, you're all over the BBC News, and I just feel like my parents got away with so much. And there's probably people thinking, hey, do you know what, that's just what it was like. That's, you know, you got beats back in the day, even like back in the day, even schools used to beat you, do you know what I'm saying? But it's not right. But, so this is my dark place, and this school, before I mention something in the school, even though some of you might already Googled it, but this school is on BBC News for child abuse investigations, and the BBC wrote up a report saying it's a prison for children.
As I tried to explain, these are children we're talking about. These are children with problems that they should never have had. I said all they need is a good listening to. They don't need a hiding, they don't need to be punished, they just need a good listening to. Listen to what they had to say.
Because the Straits, when I got here, they were more like beatings than the Straits.
I never hit any of the children. I looked at it, like I say, I believe that if you listen to them...
Did you hear of it though?
I saw it.
And what I'm trying to tell you guys is that fucking, all this shit that happened to me, all the child abuse, all the fucking social care system, the fucking lock-up schools, all this shit that happened in back and two. You know, my mum letting people in, coming in to touch her kids, you get me? I'm not even going into full details, but letting people in, coming in, fucking touch her kids in inappropriate ways, doing all mad fucking things, you get me? It's like fucking, it was mad. But what I'm trying to say is that no matter how dark the place gets or where you fucking come from, always remember your value as a person, because I'm a strong believer that good people will always come through. And these bad people, they're living fucking depressing lives right now, like really bad. I've kept my mum's name out of this video for a prime reason, is to protect her. Can you imagine that coming out of my mouth right now after all the abuse she put us through? Like, didn't give a shit about us. Fucking let her own child get kidnapped, let her own child get touched, let her own child get beat up. You know, not even fucking giving a shit about anything. We used to fucking make plans, yeah? So all me and my sisters used to be in a bedroom because our mum wouldn't feed us as a punishment. Wouldn't feed you as a punishment. Just deep that for a second. You're not gonna feed your child and your child is going skinny. I mean, these children, we're young, 8, 9, 10, 11. You get me? So we used to sit upstairs, yeah? And we used to write down with our crayons, like you had these little crayons on a piece of paper, and be like, Rio, we're gonna survive this, we're gonna survive. What we've gotta do is someone's gotta go dash something in the sitting room where my mum is, yeah, and walk in there and take a beating. So one of you's go in there, take a beating, one of you's go in the kitchen, get the ketchup and the bread, and we'll make ketchup sandwiches. You get me? Like that was just the maddest thing. You get me? So it was like we were just sat there planning this, going downstairs and doing all these mad things, and then we would bring the ketchup and we all celebrate like it was a mad fucking like high ketchup sandwich, you know, like that was a big high. So that was lit. And then and look, still to this day, after that I'm trying to protect this woman, trying to protect this guy, and after all this shit that they put us through. And let me tell you, when I say this is a short clip of what they put us through, because the fucking story is fucking endless, the way the shit happened. But what I'm trying to say is that after Devon, it was the escape. So I'm coming like 10, 11 now. I'm growing up a little bit. And these people back at Cheltenham School and stuff, they're getting to a point where like, they're getting a bit emotional because the shit that they've put us through, the trauma that they've put us through in this school, they're like, this kid's gonna leave now. And they know this kid is so emotionally scarred, they don't know whether this kid's gonna jump off a bridge, is gonna fucking end it, is gonna fucking even find his way back to normality after the shit that's happened to him. I mean, I was back in Mitcham, after all this shit, I used to hang, like my sisters would tell you, I used to hang off the 5th floor estate. Like they had these blue bars, I used to hang. And I used to just let go and then grab onto the 4th floor ones. You get me? Like let go, then grab on. Sometimes I felt like letting go and just not fucking grabbing, do you know what I'm saying? Because the only way out for certain people was just to end it. But I'm still here now, so that's why I'm trying to tell you guys that now that I saw the light and saw different bits and pieces, I don't think that is the right way. And I think like there's so many right ways that I can show you along this journey that will make you all fucking see that no matter what position you're coming from. So just bear in mind, I don't come from money. I don't come from a good home. I don't come from a good background. I don't have a mum, dad. I don't have a cousin. I don't have an uncle. I don't have these people that fucking are like all good for you. Do you know what I'm saying? I come from nothing. The word nothing. And when I mean nothing, I came from fucking nothing. And look where it's taken us. So, don't ask me how I got here, but I'm here. Look behind me. This is the prison for children. So, obviously I'm going to talk about it a lot on the documentary, as you can hear, but I wanted you guys to see it. Obviously the most rememberable thing is this huge viaduct that you can see behind us, and then all the little buildings, as you see behind us, are our home, our schools, where we eat, where we go to the toilet, where we shower, wherever. This is everything. This is home. This is everything. Your activities, your life. Around me, there's nothing but woods. There's nothing but woods out here. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep it strictly legal. We're gonna go and see if we can obviously go into the school and talk more about each building, where I stayed, what I went through, and everything that happened. So, yo, let's get it. It's actually open. I don't know why, but the school seems fully open. As you can see, it looks like the CCTV, but you know, it doesn't say do not trespass or anything like that. So we're gonna go take a look around. As you can see, gate's a bit broken. It's fully open, and yeah, fucking hell. If I'm honest, it's got my heart going, because if you remember when I said to you, as I come through, you come in and then there's this slope. So as I'm coming in as a 6-7-year-old boy, I remember this slope, the van coming in, pulling up, and me being walked out down the slope. So, yeah, jumping in and out of these rivers, getting balls or getting your friends to hold you while you collected the ball. But there used to be a big metal, like a gate here, big fencing all here. And this is where we kicked the football, man. Obviously it's all overgrown and that now, but this was our football space. Used to be like 2 little things here, and this is where me and the other boys that were taken away from their parents, and obviously through the social system and surviving the system, this is where we all came, you know. And this was the craziness. Yo. Hello? Hello? Let's see. So, fuck. Wow. So this was a dining room. So we had obviously tables, chairs and that. We sometimes ate in here. I didn't really eat in this room that much. This was for a different key stage. But, oh, come, let me show you. So this is where, fucking hell. So basically this is where I ate. Wow. Check the newspaper. 2009. What was going on? Making it hard. Okay. But I used to sit at the back there. So there used to be a long sofa along there. TV. And then you had the stations where they bring the food in, and you'd have tables all out here, all down here. It stinks. I used to just sat back here as a little kid. Remember when I used to say that guy used to dash stuff across the room? He was stood there, and then he would dash stuff across all the tables for all the kids to see. I remember when he threw it at me, because he was a knobhead like that. But come, let's go take you around. So this was the dining room bit where I was. And then obviously you have stairs going up there, cameras. This is a point where I used to be restrained. Where they used to restrain kids down here a lot, because when kids kicked off, they used to drag them out and throw them down on the floor, and then they would just hold them like that. Do you know what I'm saying? So get down, hold you like that, and you're just a small kid. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes they used to chuck like mad things on your head, so they could rag you around a bit more. Do you know what I'm saying? So let's go through. Fucking hell. What are the chances? Wow. Remember when I said they chuck mad things on your head? Say no more. Fucking hell. This was like where you'd go to the kitchen. This was another dining room. As you look at this dark and that now, we used to play some games in the corner. There used to be a guy called Toby, they used to play guitar in here sometimes and that. So mad. Let's try and take you where I used to sleep. So, this was the kitchen, where we used to have all our food and stuff. Let's roll through. That was obviously the sick bay. If the kids were sick and stuff. Rah. This is the medical room. This is a playroom. Jeez. This is like another room. Fucking hell. Look at it in here. This was like another room for where star readers, issues. Fucking hell. So let's go upstairs. And I'll take you to me and my best mate. So if I take you through here, I'll take you through here. Number 10. This was my bedroom for a long time. This is quite difficult, you know, I'm not even gonna lie, like, I know it's... But this was my bedroom. Fucking... I used to obviously sleep here. And, yeah. I always remember every door for the kids, yeah. Because obviously this is where we used to stay, in this little box. All the doors have alarms. So you can't get out of any of these doors without triggering an alarm and triggering them. Fucking hell. And then my best mate's room is this room. Jordan Levine. So if you're out there, G, I'm in your room. Remember when we used to play fight in here? We used to play fight and wrestle, and we used to love it, innit? It was just me and you, G. I remember when I cut my foot on the bed on him when we were messing around. I still got the scar on my foot here, still to this day. But this is the life we live. Like I say, the alarms are on the doors. So this is the dormitory. I stayed in this dorm. And we used to stay in here, and it was a madness. There's obviously still little bits and bobs of people writing your mum and different things in here. This is where we used to stay as a dorm as kids, and the stench of it in here, man. Obviously I know it's run down so it smells like that, but it's just a bit mad. It's just so surreal, you know, turning over these rocks and seeing all this shit that, you know, there was highs and lows, but just letting you guys see this is the shit that kids were, little box rooms, about 4 kids in here, all sharing a room together, you know. Used to be a TV in the corner up there. Used to watch Top Gear, I remember. Crazy, just before bed. Fucking hell. Had the slow hallway here. That was another door which I don't even want to open, I just pre that in there. More rooms. But fucking hell. Just looking down the hallway now, I used to run as a little boy down here, innit? Anything, man. I just wonder why kids' mums and parents didn't love them enough here and send them to fucking shitholes like this. This was mad, man. Yo, cut it there, cut it. This room here is actually where I learned to play the guitar. I remember sleeping in this room. Listening, do you know what? I used to listen to my 50 Cent CD. That was crazy. But I remember those little bits and bobs. And obviously there's alarms on these doors as well, so you couldn't get out or do anything without someone knowing sort of what. And all the doors are numbered, so they'd be triggered to them which door, what's numbered, what's open. But I learned to play the guitar in this room. My bed used to be up there on the side. Which is fucking mad. It's just so surreal. Coming back to this is just a dark, dark place. I mean, look how you used to go to the fucking toilet. It's like down an alleyway. You know what I'm saying? Now this is the lifestyle I lived. So I'd get up. This was me up. And this was my life. I get up here, I shower, I eat. If I'm naughty, I don't get fucking showered, get separated from everyone, get locked up in rooms, told to do this and that by a stranger. You don't know these people. So this is where you went, you lived. You didn't really have anyone to call mum, dad, nothing. I just hope all the other kids out there that were just like me are surviving and getting over this whole process as young kids and then fucking moving on with their lives like I have and really push to capture their dreams and give back and inspire other people that have been through traumatic experiences like this. So, as you all have now experienced the life I lived in Devon and London back in two and everything I experienced. Now I want to show you guys how I escaped, how life became a little bit more normal. But I did leave this school to actually go to another boarding school, which was another lock-up school, which you will now see in the next episode. But just remember, everything I'm showing you now is to inspire you. Anyone in a bad position, this is what I'm trying. I want you to feel the emotion, feel the trauma, and just keep remembering the end result of where I am today. Do you know what I'm saying? So this whole thing is to just inspire so many people out there that are having a really bad time at the moment with parents, girlfriends, boy, whatever's going on in your life, yeah? But stay tuned, Quarter Mile Lifestyle, The Escape. Peace and love, baby.